Right, let's move on to part 2, and we're just going to go into the juicy stuff.
I know, I've been so excited to get talking about this part 2. Here we go.
So this is how you became so big on TikTok, yeah? Would you say this is when you started
100%,
to notice?
yeah.
Right.
So it's our Jax and the Bin Men.
I know. Him
So
and Brian.
Jax is what age?
9.
Just for the folk at home. So Jax is 9, and when did you notice he took an obsession with the bin men?
He's always loved bin men, but we used to live in a flat. So we used to, in our old house, would wave at them. And when we moved to this house, he would watch them every week.
Love that.
And then he was like, I'm going to knock the window and wave at them. It was different bin men. It wasn't the ones that are on now. So, but they would always wave back. And then it was just one day, Brian had brought our bin right in up our drive. And he was like, hiya, pal, how are you? And he was like, I'm fine. And
Like, if you're starstruck by him.
so he was like, and then the next week, raining, pouring, he's like, oh, mum, take him out, I can.
Oh.
So I had to take it out and leave it on the wheelie bin for them in a little packet. So he didn't want to go out. And it just kind of built from there. They would come over to the window. It was really when Brian came on, because it was David and another guy, and they used to always wave and stuff, but it was kind of when Brian started coming on.
He would be a bit more chatty.
Yeah, definitely. And it just developed. It's just amazing.
So every kind of week then, is he waiting?
Oh, waiting. Well, on a Sunday. He likes to do his things on a Sunday because he knows that I don't do anything really on a Sunday. So he's like, what will we make? Sunday's our making day. So,
And then it's Wednesday, isn't it?
yeah.
Wednesdays. Bin Lorry Wednesdays.
And he's every Tuesday night, so he gets in from gymnastics and he's like, bin day tomorrow, make sure you wake me up at 6:30.
Oh, I love that.
He's up at 5 a.m.
Is he actually? Oh, bless
I don't need
him.
to wake you up. But he gets
And what do you
so
use, just obviously
excited.
for folk that don't know, so what is it you do for the bin men?
Everything. So we've made them bacon rolls,
Love
rolls
that.
and sliced sausage. He's made them a bin lorry and stuck sweets all over it.
Oh my God.
Honestly, he's made them like he made them a Christmas wreath, but it was like covered in like Ald's donuts, because he knows
How good is
Brian
that?
loves a twisted donut. I mean, it's me that gets sent for the supplies.
Aye, you're
but
doing it.
He
I
is
love
good. He's
the
really
fact
creative.
he does
He's
that
so
though.
creative. Some of them I'm like, that won't work. Maybe try something easier.
Yeah.
But
And I've seen the wee pat lunches and all that, like the full wee
Yeah,
sets
I've
and
seen all
everything.
that, yeah.
And
so cute.
the bin men are so grateful, aren't they?
grateful.
They're
Imagine
so
working with
involved.
Brian, you'd love that, wouldn't you?
Literally, you'd be so positive
You'd be
all the
asking,
time.
can I work with Brian?
He
Can I
is
get
just a
these?
soul. I
That's
love.
good.
Oh, he's so kind.
There's people in this world that are genuinely so nice, aren't
Lovely,
they?
lovely people.
proper
For
gentlemen.
nothing. They don't have to be nice. They're just. I mean, you usually find that people at their work just can't be. They're just like whatever. Like,
I just want my shift over
I
and
just
done
want my
with.
shift done with, and he's actually
He's went out his
making
way.
his day. That's
But
so
see,
cute.
when you look at the comments, so many other people are like, Brian's my bin man. He gives my dog a biscuit. Or
So he's just a general nice
just
guy.
he
Yeah.
waves at my wee girl too. Like, and see some of the things we do make a lot.
Yeah.
So some of the things he'll pass on to the other kids.
Yeah.
They'll say, Jax, this is from Jax. Like, and it's
Because he
it's
can't eat
so
it all,
nice for
like
the
can't take it
community.
all, and it's not going to waste.
Exactly.
Love that.
I
love that.
Such their relationship's amazing. He invited him for a cup of tea at our house.
Oh my
on
God,
Christmas
really?
Eve. Yeah, so he came to our house on Christmas Eve for a cup of tea
That's so
and
nice.
biscuits and things like
Did you
that.
TikTok that? 'Cause I never seen it.
Yeah, I did.
Oh my God,
Yeah, we made like
To be
a wee
fair, I was
afternoon
working and
tea.
stuff like that. So
I
And,
know what it is.
but do you know something? This will make you cry.
Oh, God.
So Brian was supposed to be on holiday, I think on the Monday, and he changed his plans so he could see Jax.
Right.
I swear to
No,
God.
stop.
He's supposed to be
Brian,
driving down
that's
to
lovely.
Cornwall and kind of going to Italy, I think. And I had been contacting his daughter because I didn't want him to know what we were doing for Christmas. And she said, he's away. She must have said to him, listen,
You
so
need to
he
go.
changed his plans just so
That's
that I know.
lovely.
Oh,
Don't.
That, honestly,
and was
that's-
Jack's over the moon.
Oh, he loves him so much. Like he thinks
Such a
he
nice
thinks
guy.
that Brian's his
That's
granddad.
his
And I'm like,
person.
how'd you tell him that he's not?
That's his person. Yeah,
Aye.
100%.
And that gives him that wee spring
Yeah.
as well. Every, that's something to look forward to every single week, and that route, like we said, routine. And it's a happy routine. It's something that you enjoy doing with him as well, and it giving you that bond with him.
And people always
sees
say
him getting excited as well. It must be nice. Nice
he
feeling.
doesn't. I mean, he does have interests. He
Yeah.
likes gymnastics. He's started rugby. I don't know how long that'll last, but that's something that's never stopped. And that's
Yeah.
what people always say. Oh, what about when his hyper focus changes? I'm like, well, when it changes,
Well,
it
when it
changes.
changes,
You'll have
yeah.
something else, exactly. But
And they'll
I
be
mean,
grateful for
I'll be
what's...
listening because Brian will be raging.
I know, Brian will be gutted. Brian will be like that every
You
time the
still-
window.
You still make the rolls and sausage and that for
I
him.
know.
Brian will be at the
but
window
that's
like that.
lovely.
Remember me?
Yeah.
Hello,
So you
Jackie.
kind of seen that obviously once you kind of posted that, people were so interested in
I
that.
know.
and-
I had been posting for quite a while
Yeah.
though, and nothing had kind
Yeah.
of
Stuck.
And then it was just one
Yep.
video, and it was the
That's
one
what it
when
takes.
they had given him a private registration plate.
Oh my God, I've seen that one.
That one video, and then it just went
Yeah.
from there. So we had been doing it for a while, and it just wasn't getting
just
the
takes
traffic.
the one
It just
video.
takes the one.
It
video.
just takes the one thing,
one
whatever's
video.
And
sticking.
you've got a niche there where you're like, this is obviously
Yeah.
a routine, and then what happens is that's only a Wednesday, so you've still got another 6 days of the week. People are then looking, going, oh my God, they do that. Oh my God. I love
what's
that.
happening next Wednesday? Because
Yeah. It's
I was
so
looking
good.
forward to seeing what was happening
I
next
know.
Wednesday. It was like a wee mini series, wasn't
It
it?
really is. And then the news came out.
Oh, I seen that. I was going to
We had
say
Channel
that.
5 and STV.
STV, I seen you
So
on.
Just wild, and he done the toy appeal off the back of it because we'd been donated like a big large box
Yeah.
of treats from somewhere, Dean's shortbread,
Yeah.
and we gave it to Brian. He's like, I'm going to donate this to
Oh,
children in
that's nice.
poverty, and Jax was like, what's that?
Tell me more about it.
So then he was like, I'm going to do that. I'm going to get them Christmas toys, and that was him.
So he's like, it's almost like Brian's totally inspiring him.
It really
Yes,
is,
it
honestly.
really is.
And do you want to know what? You probably couldn't get a nicer person to have
Ah.
inspire him.
Listen,
Do you know
I
that
love
way,
that
like
when,
morals and
like, see
stuff?
Christmas and stuff. I always make sure, like, I over spoil them at Christmas because
100%.
I just think they're trippers. Like, I genuinely do think they're
Aye.
trippers. They're lovely. There's a guy that wears the big headphones, and I always think to myself, like, do you know, because kids like
Yeah,
with
yeah, yeah.
autism, I see kids with autism and
Right,
stuff
and
wearing
ear
the big-
defenders,
and
yeah.
he's always got them on, and I'm like, I wonder if maybe he's
maybe.
and I'm like, but I went to hand them a card, and he was like give it to the other guy kind of thing.
So maybe.
Maybe, do you know what I mean? So I said that when I walked in, and I was like, when obviously we got getting you on, I was like, I love the fact you do that just for the big men as well.
Aye.
Postman and that'll be jealous though.
And they invited
We
him.
leave the milkman. The milkman's really nice as well, so we sometimes leave him
Yeah.
treats. But yeah,
He's got invited. They sorted a day out for him at the bin lorry
we went
place.
two places. We went to our local depot and they showed them all around, and they got an award from the provost for
I've seen
kindness.
that.
And then they invited us somewhere in Falkirk. It's where they manufacture and make all the bin lorries.
Oh, right, okay.
So it's like you've seen it from this. It was amazing. It was so Hill End, I think it
and
was
he's
called.
very interested in that. Do you think
he loved
do you
it.
think he'll want to work?
Oh, he's going to be a bin man.
yeah.
Which is, I mean, it's good for me if that's what he wanted
Very,
to do, because
very.
academically he really struggles so
It's good
badly.
to know he's so young that this is something he's
Yeah.
passionate about.
Uh-huh.
And he'll probably love that, like genuinely.
He said he's either going to the Olympics to do gymnastics, which I
love
don't think.
Aim high, Jack.
I'm like,
Aim high,
oh,
Jack.
that's fine. Or he's going to be a footballer, but he doesn't play football. Or in a football club, he quits. He didn't like it.
He might surprise
Or he wants, or a bin man, which I think he'd be good at. Like,
Yeah.
So
a
what,
wee
you know what?
outside job would be good for
I
him.
think, see, when you've got kids with, and I don't mean that this probably sounds a bit kind of as if
Listen,
you're
you
kind
can
of
say it as you want because you're going through it as
downplaying like
well.
kind of their skills or their qualities and things like
Yeah.
that. But you often go through the motions of what is for my child,
How are they going to get a job?
what is how are they going to cope in this
Life.
environment, you know.
Yep.
And I mean, Kai has got his heart set on being a pilot.
I love he wants to do
He's head's in the game, and that's, I mean, he's 15 and that's what he's doing. He wants to be a pilot, and like I said, he copes very well. He's not medicated, you know. He and there's nothing
that. Well, I
stopping him.
wouldn't have known until you told me.
Aye, like there's not. There's just certain traits, and obviously we got his diagnosis when he was a bit younger, and we're very lucky in an aspect that he copes very well, because I've got cousins and things like that are totally different skills.
Yeah.
But
That's how I think, but as you said, with Americans doing that, I think you need to know, because your two boys are probably at different levels as well. Do you know what I mean?
But then I guess, see, depending on what day of the week it is, he could be one level and then the next level the next day. Like,
100%.
it's just every day's.
it's just
I
different.
think COVID was a massive input for us. I think that's one of the whereas I was like,
Massive.
and we were waiting from the schools referrals and stuff
So
to go
hard.
through, and it was like, whoa, this is intense, this is hard, like what do we do? And thankfully, like, I've got like my aunties and my mum and that, and my wee brother, like he's like autistic and stuff, so we kind of knew, and that's how I knew. But again, the older he's got, it's like, you know, you're a completely different person to what you were years ago.
Yeah.
And that what we're saying about the jobs and stuff went through my mind of how what
scary,
happens.
it's unknown.
What happens when you're older? Where do we go from
It's
here?
unknown, isn't it? It's
So obviously,
very
if you've
scary.
got someone, a child that's kind of struggles really, really bad, how do you cope and how do you kind of, so any job, any,
I know.
is a win.
I think that's where
really
social media can play a good part. I know sometimes social media can be awful, but sometimes it plays a good part because you probably met so many mums now, it's in the same position, and you've probably helped so many mums without even realising it, because we say that all the time about this podcast, like, you do get the negative comments. Of course you do, sometimes, but everything else is positive. And the amount of people you have coming in, like today we done a live, I don't know if you've seen it, and see the amount of people who knew you were coming, they were so excited.
So, we were just so sitting outside in the car.
It still baffles me, like this week people were tagging me like, your comfort creator. I don't even, I'm like, what's that? What is a creator? Like, I just do
You're just me. I'm just me, like that's it.
It's so nice though, like
it is.
It's
like,
really,
it's because
really
we've said it so many times, strangers on the internet will support you sometimes more than your friends. That's, I stand by that, like I do 100%.
Shout very loud about that.
Yeah, and especially with you getting more followers and more followers and more followers, you think it would kind of be like what you would have classified as your support group, kind of coming in and going like, share, and they were happy for it. They can't be arsed sometimes. Do you know what I mean? They're just like...
Two of my sisters don't even have TikTok.
I said I don't even know where it is.
But they, to be fair, they're really supportive. They're like, send me the videos from Bin Lorry, but they're not.
Because that's nice for them to see as well, their nephew thriving as well. Do you know what I mean? That's so nice.
And my brother's always like, put a video of me on your TikTok.
I know. So what's next for wee Jax? Has he got in like coming up or?
Not, well, we'll still be doing Bin Lorry week, but this year he's supposed to get a wee surgery, but it's really hard just now. We're trying not to take it. So he has this thing called Brown syndrome.
Okay.
And it's like the muscles, the superior oblique muscle in his eye. I
think I might have seen you talking about this.
Work. So he was born, he was premature, so I think it just didn't develop the fifth muscle. So like this eye, his eyes are... And they tried like injecting it and then like manually moving it. They've tried that a couple of times under sedation and it never worked. So they're saying if he gets it, they add like a spacer. So that it acts like, you know, like a pulley. Yeah. Like a pulley. But then if you add it, it could give him a squint another way. But his problem is you don't actually notice Brown syndrome as you grow, but it's because he's always looking up he's so small, so he's not grown since he's been 4.5. He's the same height.
Oh really?
Yeah. So he had to go to like endocrinology for like growth hormone and things like that. So he's still the same height he was when he was 4.5.
Bless him.
So the P1s so are taller than him. So because he's always looking up, it's like it's extra.
And will he grow?
I don't know.
Can they tell you that?
He's not back to endocrinology until July.
God, right.
So we'll
bless him. Bless him.
He's not. He's a sister who's 4 weighs more than him. Like he's not put on any weight. So it's a wee bit concerning, but they think maybe with the ADHD medication that could be.
Well, that's what they say,
but it doesn't
isn't it?
suppress his appetite. He eats like a horse.
They do say with certain medications and that though, like weight loss, it can stunt your growth and stuff. Yeah, they do say that.
Win, can't you know? Like,
but he hadn't grown before he took it. I just don't know if this has stopped it in the process.
You just don't know what to do for the best, though, don't you? Not like
good things come in small packages.
That's what I say.
And listen, it looks as if he's thriving.
He
is. Do you know what I mean? It just
he's happy.
And his
he's
brother,
healthy.
Is he thriving as well? And
he is. He just isn't into the TikTok
stuff.
Like, do not post me on TikTok.
That's like
he's a teenager.
So my middle daughter's the same. So that like my other kids, the other 2 girls will get in because I've got 3 girls. The other 2 girls will get in. They'll have a laugh and a joke. My middle child and my partner are just like, no.
That's the same as my husband. He's like, see if I'm making a video, he is cringing. He's dying second-hand embarrassment.
So our thing is we go, hey TikTok, right? And then see if I'm going through my videos or whatever, and I hate it. And sometimes he will lie on the couch like that, and I'll go, hey TikTok, and he'll be like that.
That's the same.
Or if Poppy's sitting watching TikTok and I pop up on her feed or something, I'm like, get off. I don't want to listen to myself.
Do you know what? But like, especially for like you, like we do it like for fun or whatever, but you'd actually help so many people.
I
don't even know how.
You're inspiring a lot.
You're sharing stories and like, as I said, there'll probably be someone at home who's, because you'll get loads of people who are like silent watchers, I call them. They just watch and then maybe sit and going, is that right, what's happening? Or is that just, as you said, it's been passed off as just behaviours that have been learned. Is that? And then you're coming on and sharing your story and saying wee bits and bobs, and then they're probably going, oh, wait a minute here. Well, no, I need to push through with this. So, you're genuinely helping.
I was a silent watcher for so many years, for so many people. I don't know. I don't even know why I started posting in April. I was just
was it just April there? See, I was the same in April. I done it during COVID and stuff, but in April I was like, I'm going to take this a wee bit more serious, as you like. But no, I do love that. I love when you see someone who's actually, like yourself, you don't actually realise that you're helping so many people. Do you know what I mean? There's so many.
You're just so in it, like just so
and so many people were writing to us saying, so glad you're having Lucy on. Like,
so nice.
And girls have actually come in and asked us to keep talking about it, because
amazing.
Yeah, it's obviously not
so nice.
something that's well spoken about. Although I feel as if I'm seeing it more. But
I think it's like
personal experience.
Personal experience. People don't actually. I mean, I think you'd see more negative personal experience with meltdowns. I refuse to do anything with that, just because it's quite a person. I feel like it's invading their privacy. Like, I would never film, because the boys do have meltdowns.
Oh my God,
I would just never film it. It's just not something
it's not, and that's something, once it's out there, it's out there. And I think for a long time, I mean, even on this podcast, I don't really go too much into Kai or Kai's situation, because I'm like, he's a teenager. One, he's very, very well with it. There's no reason that I could sit and make something more out of it. And some of the stuff he done years ago doesn't really need to be brought into his future 100%. And all his friends 100%. Talking about it. And so I just don't think it's necessary. And a lot of people would jump on, look at me, look at this, and totally out in their kids. Do you know that way?
I've seen that person that we were speaking about earlier. I was saying as a big creator who I've only really kind of started watching, like, kind of the end of this year, if you like, last year, sorry. So I don't get what the hate's all about. I'm minding my business. I'm not really fussed anyway. But I know she has posted that a couple of times, and I'm like, when I didn't watch it because I don't like seeing it, but I was like, is she doing it so that people can see what it's like to deal with, like, so they can deal with it easier? Or when does it become the point where you're just exposing your child?
I know.
It's a hard one.
There's a fine line.
Yeah. I really like her.
Yeah.
And I know I really enjoy it. But I think I think it comes down to as well, see if your kids non-verbal and you know that's going to be their life, see raising awareness for other mums that are maybe struggling. I do see that side.
It's helpful.
I would love to have her on here. I've not even on when we've spoken about it, I've never said her name in, because as I said, I don't get the hate, because I don't.
Neither do I.
I mean, the stuff that I've watched is absolutely fine. Like, I don't really understand.
I see her being wholesome. Like, everything she's done has been wholesome. So for me, I'm
helpful.
Like,
I don't get anyone hating on people.
No,
there's literally a scroll button. Just move on. I would never put a comment with your name under it, people knowing that you've wrote. I could never.
No, it's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing, and then it's also like, is your life that perfect that you can go on and say this?
Yeah, and that's why usually they do it. But
I can't,
especially to do it on a subject where
kids are involved.
See, even for me, right? I genuinely, if I felt, say for instance, I was watching something you were doing, and I was going, oh, maybe try, I would never even come in and say maybe try that, because I have never experienced that, for starters. Maybe on the internet, when I see people doing stuff, like, I'm like, oh, I wouldn't have done that with my mind. I'll scroll past.
I know.
I don't need to tell them that.
There's nothing to gain. There's nothing to gain apart. Like, you know, I'm not a hater. Like, I really am not. I've not got the time for it. Like,
time and energy.
We've noticed
you do you. Like, I'll do me. I'm in my corner. You're in your corner. Like,
we've noticed since having this, there's been so much positive, like way more positive. But then if we've had a certain guest on or whatever, it has been so negative. And I was in contact with that guest going, oh my God, why delete this?
Is this okay?
She's like, no, I get this all the time. And I was like, wow.
I know.
Yeah, it is hard, but I think it's also a kick in the gut when there's kids involved.
It really is.
It's when you're bringing the kids into it. Yeah. And like we said there is a fine line of you kind of fully exposing your child and kind of putting it out there, and then, you know, either raising awareness, and it's like trying to get that fine line.
Balance.
Yeah, because at the same point you're sitting going, do I help this? Not expose, but I put this on the internet to maybe help someone at home struggling, going, oh, well, she kind of handled that a wee bit better than I would. Like, maybe, I would say, maybe if you're going to do that, you just kind of do it once. You don't.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You don't maybe do it.
It's like using them for clout, really.
So like, you don't press record anytime they're having that. If you're going to do it, you do it once and say, this is kind of the way I would deal with the situation or whatever. And that's never to be shown again. But I think when the people are pressing, oh, you're having a meltdown? Right, wait a minute. Then
set your camera up and all that. And it's
a bit
just...
much.
why are you not comfort? I just don't get it. Like, if Jax, he likes to have a meltdown sometimes, and it's like he needs my attention.
Of course he does.
How are you recording that?
Wait a minute to pick up my phone, Jax.
I wouldn't post it. It's such a private moment.
Such private.
I know, and it's so distressing for them.
It's so distressing. Imagine him knowing that.
You can imagine your child so distressed.
Some of them, because I ask Ali, like, or Chloe or whatever, can I post that before anything to do with them? Ask, because it's them. They're the ones on the internet. Ali will go through phases sometimes where she's like, people in the school are saying this or whatever, and I'll go, take a minute. Do you enjoy doing it? Yeah. Don't let the people bother you, but if you don't want to do anything,
you don't need to do it.
I'll say to Jax, do you want to do a TikTok dance? No, thank you. And I'm like, okay, that's fine.
That's you.
I'll be like, me, outfit of the day.
I need to keep up with this.
As soon as if he ever turned to me and was like, I don't want to do the video anymore, but he likes it because we go into our local Tesco and everyone's like, are you Jax? And I'm like, I'm at the bin lady. That's
the bin mum. The bin mum.
No, I think you're doing a wonderful job. I think you're showed it in such a positive way as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, even for him, I mean, he's chose to do that with the bin men. For you to keep doing it every week for him,
encourage
and keep him in a routine.
And for Brian,
give Brian
can I just laugh? Because I think a lot of it wouldn't maybe be the same if it wasn't for him.
It would not be the same.
Yeah.
Really? The much
David
effort and things he's done.
Great.
Yeah.
David's quite shy.
Well, that's it.
David's quite shy. So
you don't. You might.
I don't want to. I mean, he does get involved with Jax, but you know. Yeah,
he maybe just doesn't like being in the videos and all that kind of stuff.
Camera's not everybody's thing. It's not like,
and everyone's like, oh, the poor driver, does he not get fed? We always make something for the driver, everybody. But he's quite private, so we just
he doesn't want to be on it, and that's fine. And you need to respect that.
It's his job. He's turning up, and
but then again, even at that where you're saying that, like that's what people call. Like, people always comment on, right? What can I look for that's no? Do you know what I mean? Like, let me. Never mind, I'm feeding like so many people here or whatever. Let me look for something I can comment. That's
the bin men are getting sandwiches or rolls, and my husband's like, you won't even make me a slice roll with potato scone. You're making these bin men
a pure scran, like a full 5-course meal.
Right, so Brian's. To finish off our fabulous podcast, I have quick fire questions for you.
Yeah.
Let me have a look. Keep forgetting where I've put this.
Channel chat.
I know, I just need to find it because I've talked. This is me.
Turn the podcast link on.
I just scooted right by it there. There we go. Right. So, introvert or extrovert?
Oh. I think introvert.
Introvert. Mm-hmm. Are you a risk taker or do you play it safe?
I play it safe.
Play it safe. Do you plan everything or do you just wing it?
I definitely plan absolutely everything.
Would you prefer fame or freedom?
Oh.
It's a hard one to answer that.
Yeah. I don't really think I'd like fame.
Yeah. Although you do realise you have got a bit of fame.
No, like TikTok's not fame. I think it's just like people know you, but it's not
you're
fame.
Likeable.
Yeah, but I don't have that much of a talent to be actual famous. So I think
you take the money with the fame.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
The next question is money or time?
Oops, I didn't even know that.
Money.
Money.
You get one life, and let's not lie. Of course you take
the money. Do you use your head or your heart?
Definitely my heart.
Your heart. There we go.
Thank you so much for coming on, Lucy.
I was so nervous, by the way.
I know, and you've done so good.
You've done so amazing.
Not to swear.
No, I swear
because I never swear on my page.
I swear so much.
Like, you do know,
I swear more on my page.
I can't.
I don't really swear in a day-to-day life, like maybe the odd time or whatever, but see when I'm doing TikToks and stuff, I swear.
I swear like a trooper.
Try not to, man. I don't know if it's because, I mean, even though I don't agree kids should be on TikTok, all my dancing kids follow me on TikTok.
So
and I'm like,
so I'm the same with like Ali's friends, like football, because she does football, so I do all their football content and stuff, and I'm always like, when I say stuff, I'm like, oh, wait a minute.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I've got to
it's like I don't want my dance mums going, she's saying the C word.
No, you've done amazing. Thank you very much for coming on.
Having you on, and go show Lucy some love and support.
I know.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.